Hello, dear students. Welcome to the Organizational Behavior course. This course is quite interesting. I should say it is not just interesting, but it is very practically useful. Thanks to this course, you will learn how to handle your career development better. You will learn how to handle your social circles better. See, this combination of two words, organizational behavior, tells you that the course is about how people behave in groups, how people behave in organizations, in companies, and definitely for you to develop your career better, for you to enjoy your work in your organization, in your company, you need to understand behavior of others. You need to be able to predict behavior of others. You need to be able to manage behavior of others. So this course is about all these aspects. Let's talk in more details about the course. Let me share my screen first. And let's start with the syllabus. Syllabus is the major document for any course. I'm sure you know this. And so here is our syllabus, organizational behavior, and it is a standard course. 6 ECTS credits which are equal to 3 United States credits are assigned for this course. Once again, it is a standard course. And the course description, very briefly, it is a study of how people behave in organizations. It is a study of what people think, feel, and do in organizations. And organizational behavior field teaches you how to understand, influence, and predict behavior of organizational members. And see, when I say organization, I do not only mean your work, meaning organizations, companies, but we are all the time in organizations. And for example, the grocery store where you go to buy your groceries, it is an organization. Your group of friends, there are debates, but many experts would agree that a group of friends is a sort of organization. The university is an organization. Of course, your company where you work or where you plan to work is an organization. Even a family, as once again, many experts would agree, is a type of organization. So overall, we are in organizations all the time. So what you learn in this course can be applied, as I've said, not only to work setting, but to social settings as well. And briefly, here is my email. So when you send me emails, please write the subject so that I will quickly know what is the topic of your email. And a reminder once again that in our university, we use only university emails. So we do not accept emails from any other host, only the university ones. The course outcomes by the successful completion of this course. First of all, you will understand how to understand behavior, how to influence behavior. You will be able to understand different motivational theories, and you will be able to apply them in real life setting. You will know how to correctly use communication theory in life, at work, and in social settings. You will be able to correctly use non-verbal communication, which is a very powerful way of communicating in social settings and at work as well. You will be able to leverage power dynamics, which are very powerful in any company. you will know how to handle group dynamics, which are present in any company. See, you will be able to do all of this if you pay attention to what we do in this course. So please watch the lectures, complete assignments, think about what you are doing, and you will have a great competitive advantage in comparison with all other people. And as I already said, please use the email stated above, and usually emails are answered within 24 hours. And a reminder, which I'm sure you know, just would like to mention once again, only Ukrainian and English languages are acceptable at our university. Well, here is all information about the technical aspects, which I'm sure you know already. It is your third year at the university. And the grading policy, it is already stated, also clearly stated in the syllabus. We will not spend time on it. I'm sure you know it. 90 to 100% is A, 83 to 89 is B, which is very good. 75 to 82 C, good. 70 to 74 D, good. And 60 to 69 acceptable. Anything else, anything lower than 60% is not acceptable for the bachelor's level. And now I'm sure that you are thinking about the requirements in the course. Basically, what you need to do to complete the course, to get a grade, to get a good grade in the course. The course is very practical. The course has really useful and interesting information. At the same time, the course doesn't have a very heavy workload. I understand that everyone, it is not easy time now, whoever are in Ukraine or whoever are abroad. There are very many challenges. The war is going on, so you need those who are in Ukraine. We need to pay attention to, air threat sirens. By the way, I'm reminding you about the university rules about air threat when air threat is announced. So please adhere to these rules attentively. So all this to say that I created the workload, which is not heavy. It is not very light, not extremely light, but it is not heavy. And so it definitely will allow you to think through assignments and to complete them well and not to be overburdened with assignments. So the out of 100% in the course, maximum in the course, 50% go to the exams, midterm and final. So midterm is 20% of the final grade, and final is 30% of the final grade. And then there are 2 quizzes, each 10 points worth. One quiz is in the first part of the semester before the midterm, and the second quiz is at the second part of the semester after the midterm before the final exam. And then there is the final analysis project, which is worth of 30 points, 30%. What is this project about? What is the topic of the project? The topic is the following: analyze any company, any business company, any organization that you know well in terms of the organizational behavior factors present there. First of all, you need to present the company, and then you will need to analyze the company's organizational corporate culture, approach to motivation of employees, organizational communication used in the company, group and intergroup relations which are present in the company, handling of individual differences, human capital development, and emotional quotient development. So all of these are the aspects discussed in the course. So during your studying the course, you will get understanding of each of these topics one by one, and it will not be difficult for you. In fact, it will be quite interesting for you to analyze the company of your choice in terms of all these organizational behavior factors. What are the requirements for this project? Well, first of all, this analysis must be written by you. Then it can be presented in two ways. Those of you who would like to write a paper, you may write a paper. The length of the paper, 6 to 7 pages, not including the title page. And I should add here it is times Roman 12 and interval 1.5. Times Roman 12, interval 1.5. Those of you who do not want to write a paper, you can create a YouTube video where you do the same. Simply in paper, you write your analysis, and in YouTube video, you simply present it and you discuss it. And the length of the video is about 17 minutes. And then you will simply need to submit your paper or the link to the YouTube video in the designated place in Moodle. Student workload, it is assumed that for each of the 17 class sessions, you spend about 10.5 academic hours of work. And this includes academic hours of lectures and your personal work. And please pay attention that 1 academic hour is equal to 14 minutes. Each syllabus, I'm sure you have noticed this, has a discussion of academic dishonesty. So please do your own work if you are asked to do your own work. And if in some courses you are told that you are allowed to use AI with in some ways. So you may do this, but you need to consult with a professor. In this course, as I've said, the project analysis of the company, you need to write yourself. Do not use AI, please. Write or think about this analysis by yourself. And here is the schedule. We'll look in Moodle right now to have a closer look at the schedule. The textbook, which you will need to read, I'll address the textbook in a minute when we open Moodle. So this is a syllabus. As you see, the course has interesting topics, but the workload is not very heavy. So it is very manageable, which will allow you to actually do very many other activities. Okay, let me stop sharing this and let me, share the Moodle. Here is your Moodle choice, organizational behavior course, fall 2025. Okay, here is your major textbook loaded. And this major textbook, it is free, and it is come from the OpenStax, which is a publishing initiative of Rice University in Texas, United States. And this is a really great initiative. It provides free licensed textbooks for college courses. Really good initiative for students. And so we are benefiting from this initiative right now. Class, forgot to tell that our classes take place on Thursdays and Fridays at 6:20. One class, let me stop sharing and let me share the syllabus. So usually classes take place on Thursday and Friday on 6:20. One class will take place, there will be two class sessions in the same day on September 18. So on September 18, the first class session will be at 3:20, and then the same September 18, the next class session will be on 6:20. But this is an exception. Overall, all class sessions are on Thursdays and Fridays at 6:20 p.m. Let me again share Moodle. So here is our class session 1, Introduction to Organizational Behavior Field, Introduction to the course, class session 2, Motivation, class session 3, Individual Differences, Skills Assessment, really a unique assessment, really very true to personality of people. Organizational communication, nonverbal communication. Here is your quiz 1. And quiz 1, you will be able to take any time, any time of your choice. Quiz 1 will be open with the beginning of the class, with the first day of class of our course on September 4th, and it will close the day before the midterm exam. Quiz 1 is based on your master of topics 1 through 5. The length of the quiz 1 when you take it is limited, but you can take the quiz anytime, once again, during this framework, September 4th, September 25th. Then there is discussion of corporate culture, discussion of group, intergroup relations, case studies. Here is your midterm, and the midterm will take place on September 25th. Right now, it is not known exactly the time, except the exact date is known, September 26th. The exact time is not known yet. I put here 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Of course, you will not write the exam for 12 hours. This is simply the time frame when this exam can be scheduled. We don't know it yet. But please plan that you will need to write exam on September 26th, and you know that the rules in our university are that students write exams actually with their video cameras on and with representatives from the dean's office and the course instructor being present, and you know all other rules. That you need to have 2 devices, that it is necessary for the exam committee to be able to know that it is you who are writing, not someone else. So we will need to see your face, your hands on the keyboard, and so these are the rules. I'm sure you know them. They are not new. You have been studying. It is your 3rd year, so I'm sure you know all these rules. Then in the next class session, review of the midterm exam, emotional intelligence, human capital discussion, a very timely discussion, especially for times now, perceptions and job attitudes, DISC assessment, very interesting. And then here is your quiz 2. Quiz 2 will be open right after the next day after the midterm exam, and it will stay open until the day before the final exam. So it will be open September 27th and closed on October 28th. So although the actual time when you take it of the quiz is limited to 20 minutes, but you can write it any time during this time frame. And the quiz is based on your knowledge of sessions 9 through 12. Other topics of discussion, organizational change, stress and well-being. And here is your final project due. Description of the final project we have discussed it already. You need to, let me open it once again. Analyze any company that you know well in terms of the organizational behavior factors present there. First, present the company, explain what the company is doing, and so on. Then analyze the company's corporate culture, approach to motivation, organizational communication, human capital, intergroup relations, emotional intelligence development, and the project requirements. Once again, do it yourself, and 2 ways of submission of this project. And here is the place where you can submit it. So when you click on load the final project here, you can either load your paper or you can load the link to YouTube link to watch your video. Review for the final exam. And here is your final exam. It will take place on October 29th. Here I've written October 29th a.m. 8 p.m. simply because the exact time is not known. Just plan that you will write the exam on the final exam on October 29th. And again, the same rules to taking the exam as we discussed about the midterm exam apply as well. So that's it. As you see, the class is interesting information. We'll talk about communication. We'll talk about non-verbal communication. We'll talk about emotional intelligence. We will talk about human capital. We'll talk about how to motivate, motivation theories. So all of this is very applicable in real life. And it is very applicable, as I've said, not only at the work setting, but in your social life as well. So please pay attention, complete the assignments, and I'm sure that you will enjoy the course and will get a good grade for the course. And now I wish you to have a very good day and goodbye.